Hey everybody, and welcome back to the unboxing table / channel. Shibinero here, what's up? With another unboxing for another Nendoroid. This one for February pre-orders for Mitsuri Kanroji Hashira from Demon Slayer, or Kimetsu no Yaiba. If I mispronounce the Japanese name of that, I am sorry. I am so sorry, that's all I can tell you. My Japanese is not very good. But, you know, I took Japanese in college several times, actually, but I do not remember everything that I learned. But I do remember some of the basics and the pronunciation system. But anyway, Demon Slayer is one of those shows that I knew about, and I knew how insanely popular it was. You know, it being on Toonami and that kind of thing. But I didn't really actually watch the show until, I think, punk ass bitch Riley and I were at Anime North 2022. We were in a viewing room to kill some time before our next event, and I believe that was one of the ones we decided to go watch just to check it out. And I think I had checked it out previous to that. Like, I watched the first episode, so then I watched it again, and then obviously we watched it again come 2023 in when we were staying in the hotel when we needed something to watch after we had Marathon Chainsaw Man. So I, of course, ran with it past. Riley hasn't like gone back to investigate it, but I can see why people like it. So and obviously there's all these unique characters and that kind of thing, and to be honest, Demon Slayer reminds me a lot of Bleach, at least with the whole Soul Reaper Academy, and now we get the Demon Slayer Corps, and they dress similar, but obviously, you know, with the captains in Bleach, and now we have the Hashira in Demon Slayer. I think it is inspired heavily by Bleach. That's just my honest opinion. But anyway, I don't want to say that Mitsuri is probably my favorite character in the show so far, and I'm still watching it. I'm almost done with season 3. I'm about, well, maybe not almost, but I'm about, let's say, about 25% through season 3, where Mitsuri primarily appears. She doesn't really appear in season 2 at all, and very briefly in season 1 as an introduction. So I know almost nothing about the character except she's a bubbly kind of airhead character with big boobies, or opie, if you will, and that'll always draw me to a character. But she's voiced by Kira Buckland in English, and Kira Buckland is a very versatile voice actress, and I think the voice she chose for that character, or that the director chose, is right. And I've seen tons of art of her, which I love. SFW and an NSFW. I have quite a bit on my phone, not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But I love AI art, I love regular art, and I love H art. But she was the character I really, really liked. Her and the other female Hashira, that being Shinobu Kocho, which I sadly missed out on the pre-order for her, and I really like her too. So hopefully, like, because obviously Tanjiro and Nezuko, obviously the two main characters, their Nenos got re-releases. And I think what Zenitsu and Pig Guy / Inosuke, who's my favorite character of all of them, is Inosuke. So hopefully when I'm around cons and stuff, maybe I'll start to build a little Demon Slayer collections. But this is my very first Demon Slayer figure, period. Like, so obviously this thing at the end of the video where we go and put her on the perch, or the figure on the perch next to the other characters in the product line, I can't do that because I don't have one. So I don't have another one yet. But of the new ones coming out, this is strictly the only one I have. So I like her big I wonder if they move. No. Back one move? Yeah, the back one moves. So it's got like the little ball joint there. I do like the choice of colors though, like pink and green. And she is, from what I remember, you know how they have in Avatar, they have fire benders, the water benders, the wind, well, the air benders. Well, that's Aang. But the different elements and stuff. And like the elemental theme, like with the fiends in Final Fantasy, the wind fiend, the water fiend, the fire fiend, the earth fiend. They all have that in the Demon Slayer. So the Hashira each have their own unique power, and Mitsuri's she is the love Hashira, which is kind of weird, but she, from what I've been told by co-workers and friends who have seen the show, she apparently is insanely strong, and her blade or her katana, I don't even know if they have a term. Like in Bleach, the term is Zanpakuto, right? For their blade, which is actually has a soul, if you will, or a entity, kind of like what was his name? Zangetsu in Bleach is a personality, but her blade is more like it's a sword, but then it can transform into a whip. It has like a second form. Same with, like, as I said, like in Bleach, they seem to do that. Like your Shikai and then your Bankai, all this. It's similar. It's hard to believe, and I haven't like followed it in circles, that people haven't criticized Demon Slayer for like basically ripping off Bleach, at least in terms of design and you know, sort of aesthetics, if you will. But there she is, little Mitsuri Kanroji with her open shirt, opine. But what other faces do we have? So we have the, that looks like the worried face just by the angle of her eyebrows. So the worried face. She has a mole. She has two moles. That's my phone. And then the determined I'm going to kick your ass face. At least when she's like posed with the weapon. And then what other parts? So obviously the sword. Again, good smile. You and your excessive taping. I mean, I like that you protect my stuff, but you gotta learn to tone it down a bit. So obviously, posed with the figure, you got the sword in its unawakened state, if you will, for posing purposes. Oh, okay, it's only taped here. Good. So the whip like Zanpakuto. Hand parts. If I could find the tape and not put my face on camera in the process, that would be great. Sometimes you can't see under the light, especially when you got so much light. It looks like a handpiece. Oh god, it's so hard to pull out some of these smaller pieces. And you gotta be careful because, like, you know, you could easily lose some of these things. But it looks like a mochi. Handpiece. And then they couldn't fit them all in here. And the excessively taped base, as always. What am I gonna expect when I get, who's next? It's like, who's next? Kobayashi is next, I believe, in terms of Nendoroid pre-orders. And then Rei and Asuka from Evangelion in school uniform version, which are re-releases. But re-releases I normally don't film because, you know, this one it literally just came out, so that's why I film it. apparently with YouTube everything is like time sensitive. You know, you want to be on the ball or on the pulse. Like with all the news surrounding like Xbox not doing hardware anymore, which I do like to make a video about, like, but I like to make it with some friends because they're gamers and I think their input and their opinion would be very interesting to hear. But obviously, oh god, plethora of parts that I don't know what to do with. But anyway, so let's take a look at the poses. So, oh, I should take that out before I forget. Your instructions, which they have because Nano's become so popular now, and you can find them. You don't have to pre-order them. They're specialty shops, like even GameStop carries some too. Specifically gaming ones, but so we got on top. Well, let's go to the back first. So you got your standing pose. You got your worried face, which is obviously the same as this. I'm ready to fight. Kinda. Worried face again. And then I'm playing along on the thing. Have some, I'm going to whip your ass with the whip. And then here have some mochi. Put on the bottom. I'm going to kick your ass. Okay. Yeah, apparently she's very strong. So what will I pose her in? Well, just for the sake of time, I will pose her in the worried face, just because this video is getting longer than it already is. So, and I don't necessarily know where I'm gonna put her because I don't have any other figures from Demon Slayer. So obviously, worried face. What comes off this whole thing? Yeah, this whole front part. Oh crap! This is one of those characters that has to have a unique stand, as you can see, because of all of the excess hair. On characters with a big hair, you know, they need special treatment. Oh, those rotate too. Cool. So worried face. Worried that I'm bald. And I am kind of bald, but I'm not. I've gotten past that. So you got to use her. So obviously it's in one of these. This is gonna be a pain to get them all out because good smell sucks, at least with relation to that. God, I hate this. I hate this so much. Damn it. And I'm trying not to step on stuff as I'm doing this. This one might end up being longer than I want it to be. When we did the thing of Itsuki, it was so easy. Just boom, done. Less than 10-minute video. I was really proud of that one. Okay. All the available parts are now for display. As some plastic is sticking to the bottom of my foot. It's not a nice feeling. Okay. So, with Mitsuri out there, we want. Is there anything? No. Oh, and this one is also one that comes with something I won't use. The effect sheet, but it is what it is. It's cool to have, but I don't know what to do with it. So, what are we gonna do? So you have to change her hand. Her hand's got to be like. Do we even have that? No, I don't know. Oh no, it's okay. So you just have to change her arm, basically. So take this out. Take the bleach captain uniform off. Take that off. And you want it has to be bent. So obviously it's gotta be this one. Right? But this is holding a sword. Hole. So you take this off. Take the other one from our standard on. And then that didn't work. Oh, okay, then because it's got the shoulder joint on it, I guess you just take the whole thing off. I'm sorry, everybody. This is gonna be like one of those nanos that I have to remember. Oh, they have subparts of parts. You gotta remember all that. So move your hair, your beautiful pink and green braided hair. Oh, that is so adorable. Yeah, that's the pose she's gonna stay on. Oh. So now how do you pose her? Like, with, is one of them unique ones. Let's just say that. And again, when I say I'm always scared, something bad happens. But thankfully, Moses parted the Red Sea and parted the braids for me. There's like, oh shit, like, come on. There's a big enough gap. Okay. Maybe put her sideways. She's got some unique colors and stockings. So I'm gonna pose her just like that. And obviously tilt her up a bit. Now I'm flying in the air. Oh, this is so not good for my PR. It's really hard to get them like straight on the ground. Okay, I think we got it. So let's go down, say hello. Well, everybody, apologize for this being longer than it should have been. But anyway, this has been the unboxing for Nendoroid Mitsuri Kanroji from Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. I really like the look of this figure, but I can tell it's gonna be like really complicated to pose her and all the unique parts and stuff, just because whip sword, so much hair, you know, you get the idea. But thank you very much for sticking till the very end of the video. And I will have to cut this short, but thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, stay beautifully and perfect out there. Be kind to yourselves and to each other out there. And remember, y'all keep up the awesomeness, and we will see you on the next one. Take care. Have a good one.